The 2.7 liters EcoBoost is a gasoline engine with direct injection and turbocharging. The German company FEV Engineering originally co-developed this 2.7-liter V6 twin-turbo engine, which is now made in the United States at Ford's Lima plant in Ohio. The 2.7 liters version of the EcoBoost engine is made to produce power and torque on par with large displacement, naturally aspirated V6 and V8 engines, but with less fuel consumption and emission. As a brand new engine for the Ford F-150, the 2.7 EcoBoost made its debut in 2015. Since that time, the engine has become increasingly common in Ford and Lincoln vehicles. Let's take an in-depth look at the 2.7 EcoBoost engine design, its common problem, reliability, and longevity. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Overview. The 2.7 EcoBoost has aluminum cylinder heads, dual overhead chain-driven camshafts, 4 valves per cylinder, and roller finger followers in addition to integrated, water-cooled exhaust manifolds. The camshaft timing for the engine's intake and exhaust can be adjusted. With the aid of 2 turbochargers, a sizable amount of power and torque is produced. The intake system also has a composite intake manifold, pipes, and an air-to-air intercooler. The 2.7 liters features an automatic stop-start system, variable displacement oil pump, and reverse flow cooling. The risk of detonation is removed by the direct fuel injection system, which offers precise fuel management. 10.3:1 is a compression ratio for this engine. The 2018 Ford F-150 was unveiled by Ford with the second-generation 2.7 liters EcoBoost V6 engine. Similar to the second-generation 3.5 EcoBoost, the upgraded engine received several changes. A new high-pressure exhaust gas recirculation system, a dual-chain camshaft drive system with new lightweight camshafts, new turbochargers with an electrically actuated wastegate, and an electronically controlled variable displacement oil pump are the most significant changes. The new 2.7 liters V6 engines outperform the previous generation in terms of efficiency and dependability when combined with other minor adjustments, such as those aimed at reducing friction. Problems. Although the 2.7-liter EcoBoost is a fantastic engine, it is not without flaws. The most frequent problems are with spark plugs and ignition coils, excessive oil consumption, and carbon buildup. Carbon buildup on the pistons and valves is the first issue that many owners of this engine experience. As a result, the engine runs erratically, misfires, and occasionally even stalls out while moving. The common problems with spark plugs and ignition coils can be more troublesome in this car because of its turbocharged engine. The spark plugs degrade quickly, leading to misfires and poor fuel efficiency. Another issue is excessive oil consumption, which can be brought on by a variety of things like damaged valve springs, worn piston rings, or a malfunctioning vacuum pump in the fuel system that controls intake manifold pressure. If this issue is not fixed right away, it could seriously harm your engine. Oil pan leaks caused by faulty gaskets or seals allow oil to spill out from underneath your car while you're driving around town or parking at home. This is another common problem with these engines. Reliability. Ford's 2.7 EcoBoost engine is incredibly dependable. Ford designed these engines to be strong, capable, and effective. While there are many different types of engines that can be used in cars today, the EcoBoost is the engine that most people opt for because of how powerful it is and how well it performs when compared to other types of engines that are currently on the market. If you treat your 2.7 EcoBoost engine right, it will typically last 200,000 miles or more. The number of failures on these vehicles is extremely low when compared to other vehicles in this class, even though any vehicle could unexpectedly fail. It's important to keep in mind that 2.7 EcoBoost engines do require routine maintenance to keep them operating correctly and efficiently if you're thinking about buying a new car with one. How to avoid Ford 2.7 EcoBoost problems. Keep an eye on the oil level. The engine has to work harder to move all the oil inside when it is low. The pistons and other parts suffer more wear and tear as a result. Therefore, be sure that your oil level is always appropriate. Use premium fuel when possible. Because premium gas burns cleaner than regular gas and causes less carbon buildup in the engine, it is better for your car. However, most car engines don't require premium fuel. Check your owner's manual. Change your air filter regularly. Airflow into the engine is restricted by a clogged air filter, which can reduce fuel efficiency and raise emissions. Regular air filter replacement will aid in preventing any issues with these problems from escalating. Drive with care. Avoid hard braking, idling for extended periods of time, and racing up hills. Instead, gently accelerate after stoplights. These routines can help your engine last longer. Additionally, have a reliable mechanic perform routine maintenance, inspections, and servicing.